A Muskegon native, Amy St Germain is a teacher who loves to share her knowledge about health and fitness and works as a nutrition educator for the YMCA of Greater Grand Rapids. A mom and marathon runner, she wants to do what she can to inspire people to eat more fruits and veggies, become more food savvy, and more adventurous, whether it comes to cooking for 1 or 21. She has worked with several urban gardens and has worked hard to feed people in her area through community gardens and the Wise Mobile Farmers Market, the Veggie van. Her passion for healthy living is certainly making an impact in her community. Come along with us as we find out more about Amy St Germain and the Grand Rapids YMCA on this segment of My American Recipe. Chef Amy, what do you have to show us today?
Well, today I have a seasonal frittata that I will be using some great summer vegetables, but this will be able to be used fall, winter, spring, whatever we have.
Perfect. Let's get started. I see lots of stuff on the table. I'm not sure where to begin, so you're going to guide me a bit on this one.
So we'll be using our green onions.
Wow.
We also have our zucchini that we'll be using.
Perfect.
Asparagus right now is in season. I don't know if anybody has been driving along the road up north towards Ludington, but you can see wild asparagus growing all throughout the roadways. We also have some mushrooms that we'll be using for our frittata. Very, very simple. We'll just be sauteing up our vegetables, throwing them in the pan, getting a nice softness to those vegetables. We'll be cracking our eggs, putting the vegetables in the pan, eggs, cheese, and in the oven it goes.
When it comes to accessibility, obviously it's not just about the price point. It can depend on how close you live to the neighborhood grocery store or market. You're working really hard to break down some of those barriers with the community gardens and the Veggie van that you're working with. Can you talk to me about some of that?
So we do have several different things that are going on within the Grand Rapids YMCA to really try to bring as many fresh fruits and vegetables into our communities as we possibly can. We have things like the Farmers Market Food Navigator, which is also through the Michigan Fitness Foundation, which teaches people how to utilize their fresh fruits and vegetables. We also have something called the Veggie van, which is kind of my pride and joy. It's very close to my heart, where we bring fresh fruits and vegetables into places that are considered food deserts, where the access to fruits and vegetables is extremely limited. We have things like more like corner stores where the fresh fruits and vegetables are extremely expensive. I actually went into a corner store the other day just to see how much a banana was.
Oh,
and a
no.
banana was $1.50.
Wow.
So when you are looking at fresh fruits and vegetables and you have a choice between a bag of chips or a banana and you're hungry, the likelihood is that you're going to grab that bag of chips.
Absolutely.
And so now it becomes a discussion of how are we going to get more fresh fruits and vegetables to people. So the Veggie van does just that.
Okay, so what do we got next?
So now we're going to be making one of my favorites, which is a pineapple carrot muffin.
Amazing.
This is such a good recipe. You can make it as a muffin and just eat it the way it is with nothing on it. It's amazing as a breakfast treat.
Well, I love the idea of mixing vegetables with our sweets, because then if I eat like the whole tin, I might not feel quite as bad. We won't be doing that, but let's jump in. How we get started?
All right, so I have some carrots here. When I am in the kitchen, my grater is one of my best friends. I am able to use my grater in so many different ways in order to even hide some of those vegetables for my kids. So I'm just going to take off the end right here. For this, we're going to be using the larger size hole.
Okay.
That's going to give us more of that shredding feeling. Even great carrots, sweet potatoes, zucchini into my tacos. My kids never knew it, and they got their vegetables in another way.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to vegetables, though, you're helping people to grow their own. You want to talk with me about the work you're doing in the community garden?
We are. So they had just redid the street in front of our office, and they had these beautiful rose gardens that were going in up and down the street. We went to the city and we said these are beautiful gardens, however, it doesn't feed the community. So can we turn our green space into a community garden instead? And we have had so much fun. We've been able to really use it as a teaching tool as we're going through planting things. I don't know if anybody has ever seen how Brussels sprouts grow, but it's pretty amazing.
I have not.
to look at.
Not, yeah.
So really looking at how to teach people how to grow things, we created seed boxes. So within the kids in the community have made these boxes that inside have levels where we can put seeds in. The idea is that we put the packets of seeds in, people take them home, they plant them, they harvest them, and then they take the seeds and bring them back for those seed boxes the following year. This is one thing that kids can help with as well.
Yeah.
Just to have them measure items. Once they have some ownership over what's being cooked, and once we create that excitement, that's when we start to see kids changing their lifestyle and going home and saying, hey mom, or hey dad, I made this at school. I made a blueberry smoothie with spinach and I like spinach now. So it's really a matter of exposing kids to the different options that are out there. So when we fold things in, we're just going simply from the bottom to the top, and we're just mixing it in like that.
Okay. Just a gentle
Would you like to
little
try?
stir. Oh, I'd love to try.
There you
Now
go.
I can say that I can fold
You
things into recipes.
learn how to fold.
Cooking by yourself can feel a bit lonely, and I think it's because so much of our food is used as a sense of community. You eat with people, you enjoy each other's company, but can food be a great way to connect with yourself if you're doing it alone?
Absolutely, absolutely. And especially if you are living in a community, it's a nice way to maybe introduce yourself to a neighbor as well. I think we need to build that community in a different way. It used to be where we knew our neighbors. Now we don't really know our neighbors the way we should. So maybe that might be a gateway to really you being the catalyst for building up your neighborhood.
Perfect.
You can do it with pineapple carrot muffins.
Love it. So we're going to put this in, and then we are going to probably send it out into our neighborhoods. Okay, so this is our last dish that we're preparing. What do you got for me?
So this is a very simple plum salad, but what I like about it is that they call it a plum salad, but it really has watermelon, cantaloupe, spinach, which you can use really any sort of spring mix. And when we talk about the different colors of fruits and vegetables, really the darker you go, the more vitamins and minerals you're going to be getting. So the difference between an iceberg lettuce and a spinach, you're going to be getting more out of the spinach. But again, am I going to fault anyone for saying, oh, you should only eat spinach? No, if iceberg lettuce is what is available to you, use iceberg lettuce and be happy with it. Vegetables are vegetables and fruit is fruit. And so whatever way you can eat them, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. All right, so now I'm just gonna sprinkle those over.
Wonderful.
Right here, we've got our feta cheese.
Okay, wonderful.
So we're just going to take some and we're gonna sprinkle it right over. The other thing that we have here is we have a really nice raspberry poppy seed vinaigrette that was made. And we're just gonna drizzle that right on here.
That sounds amazing. It looks amazing. So this is the finished product. It looks like a great summer plate.
This is a really nice, healthy, delicious, inexpensive way to utilize a lot of things that you already have at home to keep your body nourished and healthy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Chef Amy, for teaching us how to make these versatile and accessible foods right at home.
Thank you so much.
If you want to check out great recipes like this, be sure to head on over and follow Chef Amy over at the Greater Grand Rapids YMCA.